First off, I want to thank everybody for coming to this channel and subscribing because there's been a lot going on. I've been covering a thing on my other channel, which is the Beatclub exposed video that was leaked. I reacted to it. It wasn't leaked. It was just published by a content creator by the name of Chew. And, you know, people had a lot of questions. Obviously, it's blown up. It's been 2 days and it's over 32K. And one of the things that I want to substantiate are the facts, because there was a lot of opinions that I dropped in that video, but I want to substantiate them with facts because this Timbaland lawsuit exists, and where all this smoke is coming from. Someone left a comment in my comment section here, and they was talking about the lawsuit is so capped. Disgruntled employee that couldn't hack it got fired and is now suing. Did the same thing with another very reputable artist. Do your research before you squawk on this clickbait. Content creators be reaching hard for views with this. Now, I'm going to keep it real with you guys. If that was the case, I wouldn't think that a publication, search engine would pick up on this at all if it was all cap. Now, that is the big issue in this situation with that comment. If it was a fraudulent case, then there wouldn't be any proof of that, right? Nothing be out there or whatever. Well, unfortunately, yes, like I said, it's on Yahoo News. So the sources were cited in that video. And of course, with most people, well, some people that is, they need to see something like this. And bro, we're about to go over it. You don't effed around, and now you're about to find out. So it says right here, Timbaland's former employee demands jury trial over breach of contract. And, you know, I'm not going to click on that video or anything like that. It says recording producer Timbaland is facing severe allegations over his music company Beatclub. We just talked about Beatclub. We're going to learn more in this article here. So the music legend Timothy Zachary Mosley was named as one of the defendants in a breach of contract lawsuit. So there was a contract in here. We're going to dig deeper. I have plans on doing another video, and I will use a music attorney, and she will chime in. I'm going to reach out to her not too long after I'm finished with this video. The court documents obtained by the blast were filed by former employee who claimed he was deceived by Timbaland and his co-worker, Gary Morella. Now, I haven't done any research on Gary Morella. I can do this right here, and then we'll see if this person exists, because I'm pretty sure they have a digital footprint. We all do, right? So, so this is Gary Morella right here. So if you guys are familiar with Beatclub, I'm pretty sure you might be familiar with Gary Morella. And again, this is all substantiated stuff. There's no way they can come and sue me because this is all over the internet. All right? So Gary Morella, this is the IG of Gary Morella. Damn. See, bro, you got to be careful about how you move out here in these streets, man. I'm trying to tell you, people that you're affiliated with. Well, I'm not going to go and dox and all this other stuff, and I do not recommend that you dox them because you do not like what that's going on or whatever. That's not what this channel is about, and I will never tell anybody to go and be hateful towards a person, whatever, even if they are a POS. So there's a picture of Timbaland, so it's not another Timbaland out here. And it says, in the legal filing, Daniel, I guess it's Glogaware? I would just say Glogaware. I apologize for the mispronunciation. A former employee at the Beatclub sued the music company and its heads for multiple damages. So it goes on. They're talking about the list includes breach of employment agreement, breach of implied covenant of good faith and fair dealings, fraud. So that's a big thing. We're talking about fraud here, outstanding wages and more. The plaintiff claimed that his ill-fated encounter with Timbaland and Morella began in or about April 2020. Now, why is that such a big thing here? Why is April 2020 a big thing? Well, we all know that was during the time of the pandemic, where a lot of people were doing some shady stuff around that particular time period. Nobody could go outside everybody was in the house. Everybody was afraid of Rona. We didn't know what was going on. A whole bunch of what's going on, clearly. So during that time period, none of the celebrities or all these other people could go outside. People that go outside for a living and brag and influence and all this other stuff and mingle or whatever. So there had to be a new way, a new grounds to mingle. So what would be the best thing to do, seeing that content creators were being blessed with more views because there were more people at home? Well, Timbaland had to do what? He had to start a Twitch or something. And with that, he had a team. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same as someone like me as a content creator that we all have to figure it out. And then we got to get to work. And I don't have a problem with that. I love making content. But April 2020, that was a time. And if you don't understand what April 2020, man, like around that time period, you saw people talking about cryptocurrency more and how to do this and how to do that, all these different businesses and all this other stuff. And all of that has went poof vamoose because of different things like, well, I can't even name the company right now, but it was, it involved a dude where he was taking people's hot wallets and stealing the money from the hot wallets. And he also had a whole bunch of influencers. Basically, like we're talking about star athletes and all this stuff. And LeBron James was one of them that used to push that stuff. None of that exists right now. Thank you for the sub, man. I'm just doing it in one take, bro. But I really do appreciate the sub. Channel's going crazy right now. Now, just to get back into it, then we see some other things too. So in April 2020, when they approached him to work for Beatclub, a subscription-based centralized music creator hub where members pay to acquire the resources and the ability to monetize their music through a marketplace. Bro, are you being serious? Are y'all being serious? And the main reason why a lot of y'all guys did it because it seemed, Timbaland is the multi-platinum producer. He's using his influence in the best way humanly possible to make him money. So a lot of people will say, like, man, I can get on Beatclub. I'm going to be a superstar, when it was never arranged to be that. It was never arranged. That was never the purpose. That was never the purpose, guys. And when it comes down to some of the things that they're offering, you can make your own subscription-based service. I have my own subscription-based service at 16 levels. However, I also have different products and stuff like that too that are not subscription-based. But for my subscription, it's just simply I'm adding more content to the platform itself within the year. You pay an annual fee of $77, $77.77 to be exact, or you can just pay one time. I have my master classes and all this stuff. That's just giving an example of what can be done for a service by yourself if you're quite capable of doing so. And I do believe that a vast majority of you guys are intelligent enough to do a service like that yourself. The main thing that people wanted to run over there for, just like they run on all the platforms, and not realizing that YouTube is offering monetization as soon as you pass 1,000 hours of watch time. Now, I could do a better job of expressing that to my audience on my main channel, or I could do it on here, but we'll go over that in time. But all it is you need to put in the work. But everybody doesn't want to put in the work. They want to, hey, it's a shortcut. I pay Timbaland $250, I believe in myself. And yes, you should invest in yourselves. This in particular was a bad investment. It happens. Don't ever get discouraged to not spend your money if you believe that you can make more money. However, there are easier ways to do it, but they're not so easy if you're not into learning new things. And one is creating content on YouTube. That's how you get monetized. And YouTube is a huge platform where you'll be able to discover yourself, or people can discover you just by the browser feature, the home screen, possibly trending, depending on what type of content that you're doing. Or people could just search for something and then surprise, surprise, you pop up in the search engine. There's over 2.9 billion people on YouTube. Please believe that's a large number. It's very competitive, and only 10% get over 1,000 views. That's not a great percentage of people that make it in the biz. However, dog, if you are bound and determined, you will get there. trust and believe. This is my testimony to you guys, so you do not fall for anything that Timbaland has to offer you. So or any celebrity for that matter, because some celebrities are not good. And we're learning that a lot in 2024. So I'm going to skip a little forward here. I guess I will say Global noted he was their first employee and was given the head of a business development title instead of being CEO. Okay. However, he claimed that Timbaland and Morella violated California laws by treating him as an independent contractor despite his legal status as a full-time employee. So basically, he was a contract worker, which again violates some laws. So it was already looking funny in the light. And I wouldn't be so pessimistic towards Timbaland if he wasn't as successful as he is. There is no excuse for any of this stuff right here, and I will not give an excuse in his favor here. He knows better. This man has made millions of dollars in the industry. This man is a Grammy-winning producer, and he's doing this. There's no way in hell he's using his influence for the right things here. He stressed that he worked from April 2020 to February 14th of 2022. So that's why I made my mistake in the video that I did in my reaction. I'll admit, I'm not perfect, guys. I can't be perfect all the time. But this article was published this year, May 14th. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. But there we go. May 14th, 2024. Okay? It's a 4-minute read, but I'm taking my time, right? I do apologize for that. So again, just showing a picture of Timbaland and casually. Following 2 years of the alleged labor violations, Global, I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name, claimed that Timbaland and Morella suspected he might leave Beatclub in or about January 2022. However, they couldn't lose him as he was, per his allegations, critical to the stability and growth in the business. So basically, he was an asset. And what an asset technically is a do-boy. Unfortunately, that when people tell you you're an asset, that's just something that they don't want to do. Or, by all means, in his case, he probably might have been the fall guy. What is a fall guy? The fall guy is involved in an operation where whether they be aware of the situation or not, could take all the blame for all the mishaps of the particular business at hand. You know what I'm saying? There's always a fall guy that other people can blame in a situation, and it looks like he was trying to get the hell up out of there, as he should, on some real type shit. So all this stuff, even though he's not found guilty, there is a true allegation behind this. It is not made up, okay, guys? I want to stress that this is a true allegation. And we're going to find the paperwork for this court case, okay? We're going to do that so we can further talk about it, right? Hence, they made a material representation to the plaintiff that they were financially sound and could cover employees' wages and other compensations. So basically, they had a whole bunch of employees and they were not paying them. That is insane. That is insane. And with this operation being the way it is, there's no way in the world Timbaland, as someone that's supposed to be a multi-millionaire, has produced for a whole bunch of artists and himself and put so many different people on and we all seen the lifestyle. There's no hiding the lifestyle. That's the problem with being out there with the lifestyle, is everybody has an expectation. It is also attractive to the vast majority of people that would put money towards it. So anybody that spent money with it is because, oh man, well, Timbaland, he got money. I don't see how this would be a bad thing. And the shit gets deeper. So when we look into this even further, and I'm not giggling, I'm just, anyways. So he was guaranteed an annual salary of $350,000, 100,000 shares of the restricted stock, and other benefits like paid vacation, sick leave, and expenses reimbursements. Unfortunately, the highlighted contract was a ploy to keep him at Beatclub. So we're talking about Beatclub specifically. It can probably get deeper than this. There's probably more stuff. I'm going to do some investigations, and I will do a documentary on Timbaland. We got to talk about it. There's too many people that are looking at this man funny. But it'll be based on facts. It won't be me just bashing this man. Globaware alleged that Timbaland and Morella deceived him to keep working despite knowing the company was running out of money and the business was undercapitalized, unsound, and lacked the ability to pay its bills, including his promised compensation. Now, I do have experience with that with my own website, and I'm trying to tell you, bro, when I stepped into the LLC world, because the website that we use, they're the web host that we use, which is Shopify, bro, it's a whole lot you got to do. And you got to follow this junk. And then when I had to pay taxes my first year, I didn't realize that, dude, damn near none of the money was profit because I'm paying the employees. and that even gets worse than that when I'm talking about that, because there's people right now that where I can't even pay them. I didn't know other things too when it came to taxes, especially when you have people that work outside of the United States. And a lot of you guys don't pay your taxes, so it falls on someone. And guess who that someone is? Moi. And boy, I'm trying to tell you, I'm struggling. Woo! Meanwhile, Timbaland, man, never mind. According to Globaware, he was taken, my bad. So according to Globaware, he was tasked with raising capital for the company around March 2022. This money, per his understanding, would be used to fund Beatclub's operations and including his outstanding wages. In the latter part of 2022, the company raised $8 million. Good Lord, that's a lot of money. They raised $8 million, and this is where shit just hits the fan from outside investors. However, Timbaland and Morella didn't fulfill their promise to pay Globaware's wages. Instead, they allegedly absconded with $1.7 million without notifying the board of directions. So basically, this operation was an enterprise. This wasn't no LLCs. This is going to get really interesting. Boy, I tell you that. The money they took without proper authorizations was purportedly to repay their original investments into Beatclub. So they basically ran off with the money. After repeatedly asking for his outstanding wages, Globaware dropped a final demand for compensation on March 4th of 2024. So this year, in March. Boy, this is a year for that ass. I tell you that. In his message, the former employee revealed that the company has failed to pay him 14 consecutive pay periods. They allegedly owed him over close to $200,000 for his work. So, man, this man, he's walking around, he's doing all this work and all this stuff, man. So, in conclusion, guys, and I have to say this, because, you know, people think that I'm doing content and clickbaiting. No, I don't clickbait, my guy. You wish I clickbaited. That's not how we do stuff over here. We're not going to do stuff over here like that on the Mcree TV channel at all. So we'll talk more about it on the live stream, because I will be streaming live tonight on my main channel, which is Mcree. I might stream on here from time to time in the future, but not right now. But we're going to talk more about the lawsuit. I'm going to talk to attorney about this. Pardon me. I'll talk to an attorney about this situation. Yeah, we're keeping this content raw, man. I'm tired of trying to be super duper professional all the time. It doesn't look real. You know, there's so many people that are not looking real out here. And I want to look as real as humanly possible because I am real. So, yeah, just let me know in the comment section how you feel, because it's a whole lot going on. And, you know, we're going to talk about a whole bunch of business stuff, too, so that you guys can avoid these types of situations as well as other situations in life. You know, this is what Mcree TV is about. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it 100 over here because I ain't going to fake nothing. All right? Peace.